All right, man. This interview is legendary. When it comes to bodyguarding in San Antonio, this is the man. Then bodyguard for too many names, and we'll go get into that. Eastside represent, Wheatley Courts. Oh, man. Big Dre. Welcome to the channel,
What's
my dad.
up, man? What's up, views?
Oh, man, that's smart. Hey, so before we get into how you started bodyguard, let's go with Big. Let's take it back. Let's talk about your family background. Like, what kind of family environment did you grow up in?
Oh man, a church background, man. It's crazy. My dad's a bishop, and my mom was saved like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So first it was real raw. Like they wasn't saved at first, so we was in the Wheatley Courts. You know what I'm saying? We was all over the projects, but then they got their life together and moved us around, and yeah, it went from there.
And let's talk about your siblings, brothers and sisters.
I got a brother, big brother named Dante Banks. He's a pastor of God Chasers Community Church. I got a big sister named Lachey, and I got a little sister named Lizzie A. Yeah.
Being raised on the east side, what were some of the challenges you faced living over there?
Oh man, it's the east side, man. It's man, what it's like. I feel like if you from the east side, honestly, you got a little bit of extra in you. Like you know how to do a little extra. Your survival skills a little higher. You know, your instincts are a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't even trying to be funny, but it just we had to grow up real fast. We had to jump off the porch fast on the east side.
And living in the Wheatley Courts, you know, full of violence, especially I'm pretty sure that time you was out there.
Right.
How did you end up surviving that type of environment? Like,
it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, even though we was all in the projects, everybody knew everybody. So that's how we know who's from the courts and who was not. Like our parents hung together, smoked together, you know what I'm saying? But the kids, we all played together, fought. So it was like you ate in my house, I spent the night at your house. Like it was a family environment. So everybody, even the OGs, they would keep the youngsters out. I don't know how they do it now. The OGs be giving the youngsters the pistols, but back then the OGs be get your ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You better go to school. Y'all skipping, they'll come beat us up. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that.
So I mean, like, how were you in school? Like, what kind of student were you?
Oh man, student. I was an average student. I used to make my teachers mad because they used to be like, "You so smart, but you just want to play." I was the class clown. I made everybody laugh. Everybody know, boy, when Trey come, we laughing.
What high school did you attend?
I went to Highlands. I went to Highlands for a year. Got kicked out of Highlands. Then I went to George Gervin and got kicked out of George Gervin. Yeah.
Did you play any sports in the school?
Oh yeah, man. Ask anybody, man. I was cold, man. I played football. Then at George Gervin, I was on their first basketball team. I got like most improved player. I got a little plaque still in the gym right now.
That's dope, right?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move it forward. So how did you end up getting into security bodyguard work?
It's crazy, man. It's a crazy story. Like, it was an accident. It wasn't even supposed to shake. Well, a long time ago, okay, I had a cousin named Jeremy McNeil. He from San Antonio. He played basketball for Sam Houston. Excuse me. He wound up getting a scholarship to Syracuse. He won a national championship with Carmelo Anthony. Okay, so mind you, I went to New Orleans, seen the national championship game, so me and Melo and them kind of got cool while Melo was 18. So when Melo got drafted to Denver, he would come play the Spurs twice a year, and we would talk, you know what I'm saying? So one time we went to like Club Antro something like that. I think Reggie Flowers through the event. It was bumping, and he had it was me, Melo, J.R. Smith, Allen Iverson. It was a lot of us, Kenyon Martin, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was just looking like, damn, Dre, like, how you know these dudes? You know what I'm saying? Because I was just regular then. And then I guess it came off to as I was doing a security. So everybody was like, Big Dre was doing security for Melo, though. So it wasn't even like that. Melo was just my partner. And that's what just sparked it. You know what I mean? So years later, I started working at this club called Planeta Mexico. Everybody knows Planeta was jumping. So Planeta would have shows like every week a big artist would come. You know what I'm saying? So me being a person I am, the owner was like, anybody that come, I want you with them. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that I would be with would love me, you know what I'm saying? And we would exchange numbers. And you know how I go here. You come once, you come twice. And I just started building a resume, and it went crazy.
So what was the perception of bodyguarding before you got into it?
Like I see on TV, this earpiece in the ear, like Secret Service. Man, I was like, yeah, that's corny. I didn't even look at it like, I didn't even think it was a real thing. I used to be like, man, that's so goofy. You know what I mean?
So how hard is the job for those that don't know?
Man, it's hard, especially to keep a clean record. In it, bodyguarding is the one thing that, one blemish and you're done. Nobody wants to bodyguard with the, with the problems, the L's, any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's very difficult. And then, like I tell people, everybody want to come up to me and say, Big Dre, put me on. I'll knock a dude out. That's the last thing I want to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing they're going to do is sue the artist. They're not going to sue you. They're going to sue the artist. So I'd rather somebody be around me that know how to kill situations. You know, I don't want the gun-ho, jumpy, none of that.
So who are some of the, if you could list in some of the names, who are some of the people that you even done security for?
Oh man, it's easy to ask who I haven't done security for, man. You got to remember, I got in this in 2007, so we in 22 now. I didn't see them come and go. I didn't see them turn from boys to men. I done been with, gosh, man, from Texas, Paul Wall, Trey, Zero, Slim Thug. I mean, everybody. You know what I mean? If you came through here, you didn't holler at me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who was the first celebrity that you were assigned to?
Assigned? Trey Songz. Yeah, I never forget that. Yeah. I was nervous, boy. It was Trey Songz with the braids, too. Yeah, so, yeah, I still got the pictures. I'm going to send them to you. But I was talking on my phone. People were calling me, we see you. I was so unprofessional. I'm answering the phone like, hey, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was Trey Songz. I'll never forget that.
Now, I think this was 2000, and I don't remember what year. I think it was 2008, 2009. Paul Wall had an incident at Camargo Park, Rosedale, where you was there. So, I mean, what happened? Like,
you talk about the microphone.
Yeah.
I can't really speak on it like that because it went to court.
Oh, okay.
It kind of went there, but my man was defending himself. A dude whispered to him I remember hearing him say something like, what's that you said about San Antonio? And Paul was like, what? I love San Antonio. Like, this, like, it's my second home. But I guess back in the day, Paul had made made a comment about San Antonio that was controversial. I don't even know what it was, but people would tell me about it, but they never tell me what it was. They just say Paul had threw some shade at the city, and I'm like, never. He loves San Antonio, you know what I mean? So it went from there, and a mic was used as a weapon, you know what I mean? And hey, man, that's all I remember.
And outside of that, what has been the most difficult situation that you even experienced in this line of work? If you can speak on it.
Yeah. Thank God. It's really, my rap sheet clean. It's, I remember when I first started with DRE, the dude snatched the mic out of his hand at Bar 11. Oh, wow. And we cleaned his clock. You know what I mean? But what was crazy is after that, I talked to the dude. I said, why did you do that? And the dude told me, and it's crazy, and I still think about this to the day, he said, DRE stole my song. He said DRE stole ice cream paint jar from him. You know, I don't believe that, but that's what happened. At that time, I was hired by DRE, so bro, you did, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did that.
Most definitely. Do the fans ever get overwhelmed to the point that you might have to snap or get out of character?
Nah, because I'm not a snap, get out of character type of guy. I'm a cool, everybody that know me know I'm cool. I'm a change that situation so easily that, but it does get overwhelming. Some of them are, see, what people don't understand about fans just love them too much. The artists appreciate the love. It's just, you're showing them too much, like the touching, like, nobody wants to be touched by strangers, especially during COVID. Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to think like that. Don't think as a fan, think as a human being. And, you know, a lot of stuff will make sense to them. You know, they think these artists are mean. And, well, they think I'm mean. A lot of them don't know that I got rules from the artists before we got there, what they want and what they don't want. You know what I'm saying? I don't be sitting there freestyling, making up the rules.
Now there's a perception, and you know, back in Blood, they're making it, you know, especially I got my own fire, don't need security in the club. Like, right. Is it, in your opinion, is it scary to have security? Cause like I said, a lot of rappers be like, man, like, you know, I don't need no security like after that. Like, what is your opinion on just that?
Well, it just depends on what type of artist you are. You know what I mean? Like, some artists may not need, like I tell people, security with a lot of them artists is more for the look. Like I tell you with Trey the Truth, with ABN 100 deep. They don't need no bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be for the look. And then, like I said, me and Trey was like brothers. So it was, you know what I mean? Like, we just partners hanging out. But with some people, it's for the look. You know what I'm saying? More so than it is for they scared. You know, don't ever get that perception that these artists are scared. A lot of them ain't scared. You know, Texas is a open carry. You know what I mean? They don't need security. It's just a good look. When you see me and you see somebody with me, you're automatically going to assume that somebody is somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how they play the game. You know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on an artist such as a 6ix9ine who, you know what I'm saying, causes a lot of trolling and antagonizes people, but has a gang of security and then people can't touch him?
I don't take those kind of security contracts. Like, to me, all money ain't good money. And, like I tell all my boys, man, Vince, all of them. And let me clear that up, man. Everybody think that us bodyguards in San Antonio is beefing. We not. We cool as hell. Matter of fact, we putting a coalition together to where if you don't get down with us, you ain't gonna get no money. You gonna be working at the club. Yeah. So, yeah. Shout out to the rest of the bodyguards in San Antonio, man. Homie P, Checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Jay Bibbs, you know what I'm saying? All my boys, man. Lee, man, if I forgot you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Calvin Barton, that's my boy. That's my right-hand man, trainer, everything. We got some good stuff coming, man. But anyway, yeah, back to your question.
I've seen you with a lot of artists in the city, you know what I'm saying? Do local artists even need security? Because I've seen debates on Facebook like why that dude got a security? Like he local. Like
it's for the look. I keep telling everybody, man, it's for the look. You know what I mean? It looks good. We're in the social media era. Everything is posted. You know what I'm saying? Like before, like I tell people, before, and I don't even want to sound cocky, but before me, who name a bodyguard? Name one. You can't. I took it commercialized. You see what I'm saying? Robbing Big, salute. You know what I'm saying? But to me, rest in peace. I didn't like. To me, he was like a puppet. Like the white boy riding on his back and all that, making him wear thong. I don't know. That was different. But to me, that wasn't security. That was something different. But yeah. That's just how I felt about that situation.
now outside of doing security, you started managing. I think it was PUC.
Yeah.
At
I can feel the glass house. Yeah, they were my boy, man.
Rest in peace to Jigga.
To Jigga, man.
Long
Love
live,
you,
cool
brother.
dude.
That's my brother.
Tell us about that situation and, you know what I'm saying, how that created.
Doing my little homies, man. It was brought to me. I remember one night I came out to Club West. It was me and somebody, I think the GS Boys or something like that. And PUC was performing and everybody was in my ear like, Dre, you ought to rock with them boys. And then Ron came up to me, he like, hey, Dre, don't leave before we perform. And I stayed, and man, they killed it, man. They was a ball of energy, man. If anybody seen PUC perform, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it just we found each other at two different times in life. That's the only thing that I say about that situation. Had we did that now or, you know, sooner, I don't know, when it just didn't click all together. We didn't have the tools to do what we, you know what I mean? Only so many gates were open for us, and it was so many of us, so many different personalities. Some want this, some want to do this. Like, yeah, but it was magic. It was magic with them guys.
Did you ever picture yourself becoming a household name in the city for bodyguarding?
Nah. But at the same time, me being the kind of person that I am, I knew that I was a cool dude like all my life. So I knew that that if I put my mind and grind that, you know, people, I just know how San Antonio is. Like, people gonna gravitate to whatever's moving at the time. So I knew when you see me with everybody that you see on TV, of course, you know what I mean? So
now you spend a lot of time with Zero and Trey, you know, especially around the time that they went their separate ways. Mm-hmm. How was it for you seeing that moment? Like, did you try anything you could to like, hey fellas, you know what I'm saying, can y'all?
The post is still up on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram. Somebody had tagged me in a post. It showed Trey and Zero, and I was in the middle, and it was an old picture. Like, people was commenting on there, yeah, get back together. And I think I had tagged Ro and Trey like, hey, look at this. And then all you see is Zero put, no. And that was it. I don't force nothing. I love them both, man. I mean, Trey was like my brother. Man, I slept on Trey's couch before. Like, Frank, that was my dog. You know what I'm saying? So to get in between that and then now me and Trey not like we used to be, it just was a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? I hate that for the game, not just for them, I hate that for the world because they magic together. They the Pimp C and Bun B, they the new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't.
And let's take it back though. How did you and Kali link up?
Oh, I was bodyguarding Texas Finest. Shout out to Johnny and Trey, man. I'm Trey Chase. That's my dog. Shout out to Johnny and Chase, man. And I was with them. I was day security, and we was at what's Davy's spot now? Right there on Fourth Quarter. It was Saga, I think. Yeah, and they had an event, and Kylie was on the stage, and I always heard about Kylie, you know what I'm saying? But Johnny, you know, he the money man, so Johnny threw Kylie like a brick of cash, and Kylie was holding it like, yeah, Johnny in the building. And then after that, me and Kylie just got cool, and we started rocking, started going on the road. I became his bodyguard. It just went on from there, man.
And we even seen you used to be with AJ Hearns back in this. Tell us about that. Tell us about that experience.
Man, AJ Hearns is the most talented dude ever came through San Antonio. I don't care what nobody say. AJ Hearns is so talented, man. Like, man, he was so cool. Planeta, man, when I tell you Planeta was the breeding ground of some of the most San Antonio's hard hitters right now, like P. Hill, everybody was kids in Planeta. You see what I'm saying? Like, Lil J, kids in Planeta. AJ Hearns, kids in Planeta. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was at Planeta. And, AJ Hearns had a dance. I think that's when everybody was doing the little dance crew battles. And I just used to be like, this dude is so talented. Like, he was like cuts above the rest. And, Scott Maloof, shout out to Scott. Scott was like, yeah, Big Dre, I want you to be AJ security. And, we started going everywhere. He took me around the United States, boy.
Yeah, I seen you. Y'all even went to, it was Magnolia, Arkansas for Sean Kingston.
Yeah, look, he remember that.
Yeah,
that's
man,
dope, man.
yeah.
That you know that. Yeah, man. I met some cool. I still talk to people from Magnolia, Arkansas, man. That was so dope, man. That was a great experience, man.
And let's talk about your relationship with the Spurs. How did that come about? Because I didn't see you with George Hill, you know, Kawhi, Danny Green, DeJuan Blair. I mean, you've been with. So how did you even get into that relationship with those guys?
Man, it even go back way before then, man. I was 18 years old at the Avalon with Willie Anderson them, man. Chilling with Malik Rose and them. Like, my homeboy Jason Hart played for the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? It just, I always was linked with them. But then, like I said, me and George linked up and we rocked out, man. George was like a brother to me. And then he introduced me to DeJuan. Now, DeJuan, that was just a different level of love. Like, that was my brother. Like, beers together. Like, that was my brother. We rocked out. You know what I'm saying? And, moved in with him, you know what I'm saying, like that, and it just went from there. You know, you meet other Spurs from there, you know what I'm saying, you hold one down, you holding them all down. Me and Kawhi got cool. Shout out to Danny, love Danny. Yeah, it just, that's how it went from there, man. And DeJuan's still my brother, you know what I'm saying. It just go further than that, you know. Kawhi still the homie, you know what I mean. Like, I got love for all of them.
Have you ever got the chance to hang around Tim or Manu or, you know, Tony?
Yeah, I've been around them. I wouldn't say hang around them. It'd be, you know, but I've been around them, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, hanging around, you gotta want to be around them.
Yeah.
That's not my cup of tea. I respect them, but we be having fun, man. I'm with the clowns. I'm with Steven Jackson. I'm with Kawhi and them. Like, Kawhi funny. If y'all don't know, y'all think Kawhi quiet, he's not. Anybody that know Kawhi, he's a clown. You know what I'm saying? He's funny, man. He used to be parking lot pimping, man. That's Lil J. Yeah, shout out to Kawhi, man. But anyway, yeah, man, Spurs my boys, man. It's on my body. San Antonio, that's my city, man.
Man, and speaking of Kawhi, you know, when the situation happened with him and the Spurs, the city turned on him.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That was crucial.
what was your thoughts on that whole situation
That made me
being around them?
I'm mad as hell. Yeah, me and a couple of San Antonio elites had words behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they was the driving force behind it at first. You know what I'm saying? And we had got all got an understanding with each other. You know what I'm saying? But that's my homeboy, and if you don't know the situation, like I used to tell him, stop letting the media manipulate y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll report one thing. If y'all don't know what's going on, then come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I was saying about that, because that has just stirred up that whole hornet's nest again. But yeah, I felt played about that. You know, Kawhi wanted to stay. I'm gonna tell y'all like that. We could have still had him, but everybody started coming out in the press talking. And come on, man, who gonna stay around that? People still live here.
Yeah, man. So, like, how does it feel seeing the new generation of the security in the city? Like I said, you got JB, who is killing the game right now. You know, checkmate. You know, shout out to P. He be doing, big homie P. He doing this thing. Like, how does it feel seeing that?
It's so dope, man. Like, it's so dope because, like, okay. Like, Jahar had already had his own motion from his dad, you know what I'm saying? Checkmate was already doing his own thing. But, like, P, that's my dog. Like, he'll tell you, like, that, I seen that flower blossom. I planted that seed. You see what I'm saying? And to see that he took it and leveled up, and then not only that, he get checks for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about, man. I love them boys, man. It's so rewarding knowing that it's in good hands. I ain't finna be doing this forever, man. I asked them. I already went into managing. Like, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I cut some checks, but they can have the groundwork, but I love it. I love it, man. Jahar right now is out on tour with Maxo, you know what I'm saying? And Southside, that's salutes, you know what I'm saying? Checkmate, he run the trail ride security, you know what I'm saying? He cutting up in that, and he still holding down for like Avar, you know what I'm saying? And you know, my boy P, he with Brittany Renner, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody doing their thing, man. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it.
Man, well, look, Big Dre, I appreciate you. This is legendary, man. Definitely legend in my eyes. You know what I mean?
Man.
That's just seeing you. You know, I mean, 2010, like I first started seeing your face, and you still killing it, man. So I just appreciate you, man, and the support, whatever you got going on, man.
Clockwise, man. If you need me, holla at me, man. You know how we rock views.
Already,
see you at the top, bro.
Already, man.
Yes,
appreciate it.
Hell yeah.